Live. What is going on? Hold up. All right, give me a second. I'll start in just a moment here. All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We're currently like 5. Yeah, sorry, it took me like a minute there to actually just start talking. But we are about 5 subscribers, I believe. We're 5 subscribers away from 100. So please, if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And I'm really just going live because I want to talk about basketball, but I don't want to go through the whole process of editing a video. So I'm like, I'll just live stream, and the video would just automatically be up. So yeah, I have to use this mic because it's the only mic I have. I can just connect to my laptop. But yeah. Anyways, this BSOLZ top 50, I'm gonna give my thoughts on it because it's been like a lot of people been talking about it on Twitter, whatever. Because BSOLZ is a pretty big YouTuber within the NBA community. I would say NBA Twitter community, yeah. But yeah, it's top 50. I did watch it a couple of days ago, but right now I'll talk about my thoughts about it. And people have been taking this a little too far, he's been like BSOLZ was talking about on Twitter, like people trying to dox him, whatever, and just like I don't know, people just are like really flipping out at BSOLZ about this, and it's just really not that big of a deal, guys. It's the top 50 list. And the dude just talks basketball, and the stuff he says isn't that bad. Like, he might say something controversial, but like, what do you expect? He's talking about, basketball. Like, I don't know. I guess people are just sensitive to that stuff or something. I really don't know. But yeah, this top 50, man. All right, so Giannis being the best player, that really isn't that hot of a take. Like, let's be real. Like, the man is Finals MVP, and he did drop 50 in the closeout game, so that's not that controversial. KD number 2, yep, go figure. Kawhi, bro, say what you want, but putting Kawhi in front of LeBron isn't that hot of a take, considering that, like, I'd say during the regular season, like, LeBron missed a lot, but he did have a pretty good regular season. He was like a defensive player of the year and MVP candidate at his best during this regular season. And Kawhi was like, I would say, I don't know about defensive player of the year, but he was an MVP candidate, not a candidate, but was being considered for that award throughout the season. Didn't he miss some time too with injury? I feel like he did. But yeah, but his playoff was obviously a lot better than LeBron, given the fact that LeBron just came back from injury and facing the second seeded Suns, but still Kawhi played really, really good. And putting Kawhi in front of LeBron really is not hard of a take. I'll make a video like this too, where I talk about my top 10 or whatever. Top 50 is just too much, but yeah, putting LeBron there really isn't that. Putting LeBron behind Kawhi isn't that controversial or anything. At least I don't think so. I don't think that's anything too crazy. Then you have Stephen Curry. Yeah, number 5. Honestly, I might put him higher, but I mean, he did miss the playoffs, and my connection's tweaking. All right, now we're good. All right, but Steph did miss the playoffs, so you do have to take that into account. But it wasn't necessarily his fault. He really did lack help this season. But yeah, Luka number 6. Yep, Jokic. Luka in front of Jokic. You know, I think Luka's a better player, despite Jokic being MVP. I do think Luka's a better player as well. Then we have, of course, Harden. Harden behind Jokic, sure. Yeah. Embiid. Yeah, okay. AD number 10. That's not the high of a take because I don't know. People forget how good Anthony Davis is at full strength. Like, this dude is like low key like the best player in the world, like at full strength. But hey, that's a discussion for another day. And then we have, of course, Dame Dollar, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Paul George. Okay, none of this is that bad. Kyrie. Yeah, this isn't nothing crazy. This really is nothing crazy. Chris Paul, okay. Jimmy Butler, yeah. David Booker. I feel like Zach LaVine's too high. That was one of the things. Like Zach LaVine, I don't know what he did that made BSOLZ like feel like he's better than for instance, Devin Booker, who like went crazy in the finals, was low key the best player for the Suns in some games. Better than Trae Young, who led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals this year, when like most people had him losing to the Knicks in the first round. Bradley Beal as well. Karl Anthony Towns, Zion. Okay, I can see people putting him in front of Zion. I guess, yeah. Chris Middleton. Yeah, I don't know. That far ahead Jaylen Brown. But you know what? Bezos did say that there are different tiers, and even the last or first player, whatever somebody said like that, they're interchangeable people in the same tiers. So I'll excuse it, but if you are looking at like the order, I wouldn't have Zach LaVine that high. I might put him around this Jaylen Brown, Chris Middleton, DeAndre Ayton, Drew Holiday range. Zion Williamson, yeah. Also, I do think Cat's better. Cat is severely underrated. Like criminally underrated. Is that the term? Super underrated. He's so good. Cat's so good. I truly believe this man. I mean, this will be a discussion for another day, but I truly believe Cat could be an MVP level player. All my connections whack right now. Oh, it's 5 out of 10. No. But I do think Towns can be an MVP level player, MVP candidate caliber kind of guy. Yeah. This isn't too bad. DeAndre Ayton might be a little high. I don't know, cause I feel like DeAndre Ayton might not be the best at creating his own shot, but still he's a lot better than other bigs. So actually, what am I even saying? DeAndre, put him in front of Drew Holiday. Like I said, I'll ignore the order for now. He did say himself that just ignore it. But I will say Russell Westbrook not being in this blue tier is a catastrophe. It's a catastrophe. It's a catastrophe. It's a I can't even talk. It's a catastrophe. It really is. I mean, Rudy Gobert in front of him, man. Come on now. Oh, there's a lot of recency bias with this top 50, if that's not apparent. Also, Ben Simmons should low key be in this blue tier. I know he can't shoot and he can't shoot free throws, but he's still a really elite player. Like, I don't even know. It's like also the fact he decided to put DeMar DeRozan next. I'll ignore it. I'm still gonna mention this stuff. He put DeMar DeRozan in front of Ben Simmons. Come on, man. And also LaMelo Ball in front of De'Aaron Fox. Come on now. Also, okay, you guys are gonna hate me. I know I'm gonna come off like a LaMelo hater. I might regret saying this, but I mean, what has LaMelo really done to prove that he can be like? Because a lot of people are acting like LaMelo is like LeBron, like a rookie, like his rookie season, it was like a LeBron level kind of rookie year or something. I'm saying, what has he done to prove that he can be like the number one guy on a? Actually, no, I guess he has proven that he can be like the best player on a I guess like a playoff team, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like in that stretch, wasn't it Gordon Hayward who was that number one guy? It wasn't also Terry Rozier like going crazy? Because I don't know. I feel like every time I watched the Hornets, I never really saw. It's probably just the games I was watching, but I never saw LaMelo being that like the main guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I do feel like LaMelo is very overrated. But hey. We'll see next season. I hope he proves me wrong. You know, I'm not a LaMelo hater. I hope he proves me wrong. I really do. I think he's very talented. I feel like the media is overrating him quite a bit. But yeah, and then we have Kyle Lowry, yeah, Brandon Ingram. Thank God he actually put Cat in front of Vuce, bro. Anyone who puts Vucevic in front of Cali, you're bugging, bro. You're bugging. Come on now. Like, Vucevic is a very talented offensive big. Come on now, man. Come on, man. Bro, Cash is so underrated, stupid. Actually, I like BSOLZ actually giving this man some kudos. I mean, like, or some kudos. I mean, some credit. But, the Zach LaVine thing, I don't know why Zach LaVine's so high. Then again, he did have such an efficient year in terms of scoring. Yeah, Zach LaVine, man. Man, imagine if we didn't trade Zach LaVine, man. I mean, we still suck. We probably still suck defensively, but it is what it is. We traded him for one playoff appearance. But hey, like I said, it is what it is. All right, we got Westbrook. Look at this tier a little bit more. Yeah, I do think Westbrook could be higher. I think Ja could probably be a little bit higher as well. Ja might be actually a little bit high. I feel like De'Aaron Fox is low. I think Draymond might be I think Draymond. Yes, I don't know. This is kind of weird. Honestly, top 50 is kind of hard to make. Like I said, hard to judge. Sometimes, like I said, I've limited. I don't know, limited knowledge of some of these players because I don't watch them as much. I never watched any of LaMelo's like really insane games or anything, but yeah, this dude just have a lot of talent. But I don't know. I just feel like people are a little too crazy about him. No, though I do hope he becomes the Hornets franchise guy and the best Hornet of all time, because that'd be awesome. I know Hornets fans would be like happy if this man would become like an MVP kind of guy. It'd be a debut for Hornets fans everywhere. But yeah, I think that's it from the top 50. I do think this was like I don't agree with it for the most part, but hey man, it's not bad. It's okay. It's okay. It is obviously I don't have a lot of recency bias, but you know what? He'll probably change it up before the beginning of the season, I'm gonna guess. And don't be surprised if it looks a lot more reasonable then. But yeah, no, that's just kind of how NBA fans are. A lot of recency. I know it's a very overused term, but because it's very common. Recency bias happens all the time. All the time, man. Man, no one's been watching the stream. It's okay. Hopefully they'll just watch this video when it's up later. But now, what was I going to talk about? Lakers, probably. Shall we talk about the Lakers? Westbrook to yeah. I also want to address, my Giannis video, which was popping off, man. I got like 2,000 views in 2 days. Over 2,000 views in 2 days, bro. Like this video was really blowing up. People were loving it. Getting a bunch of subs from that video. Also, the Dennis Rodman video has been popping too, which is awesome. But yeah, they took it down. Got copyright claimed. I might try to re-upload it or something, but I don't really know what to do. I might. Would you guys be okay if I re-uploaded it without the sound? Because I don't know if I can. I don't know, man. It's just I don't really know what to do. It sucks too. Like it's up, but like no one can view it. Speaking of stuff that sucks as well, Team USA lost to France, man. Well, I don't know what's been going on with Team USA, man. It is not okay. Let me pull up a picture of Team USA for this screen share. But I don't know what's going on. I really do not. I don't know why they're losing. Like we have NBA superstars on the team, and we're out here getting outplayed by France, and by Evan Fournier, Rudy Gobert. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. All right, let me find a picture of the roster. Yep. Okay. Oh, yeah, aren't we don't we not have Bradley Beal? Okay, yeah, that sucks. People don't realize how much that stinks, man. I might screen share this picture. Alright, nice. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna close the top 50. If you guys do not mind, and then we're gonna share. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Team USA. I don't even know, man. I don't know how we're doing. How we've already lost. Also, I don't think Greg Popovich is maybe not the best coach for I don't know, this kind of roster. Yeah, I don't know. I just hope we can bounce back and you know, get the gold medal. Can we even get the gold medal anymore? I think it's still possible, but like, come on, man. I don't even know. I think there's just really a lack of leadership, lack of experience with this roster. And man, bro, imagine if we don't even get a medal. Like, I really don't know what I'm about to do. I really do not know. Oh my gosh. That restream logo is kind of annoying me. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Like, actually, I won't really care much, but it would be bad. I just rambled about Team USA for a little bit. Let's talk about Lakers. Now I gotta switch the screen again. Hold up. Hold up. I just want to make sure I have a Patriots limit up there while I'm talking about it. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of Westbrook Lakers, Buddy Hield to Lakers. You know, obviously the Lakers just got to make some moves this offseason because very disappointing year. They were looking to repeat and they got bounced in the first round. I mean, it was by the team that would eventually make the finals, but the sad thing is, I believe the Lakers, if they could have gone past the Suns, they probably could have made the finals. Actually, no, I think they could have because they probably could have beaten the Clippers without Kawhi. But I don't know how healthy the Lakers. I don't know if the Lakers could have stayed healthy. They probably would have beaten the Nuggets. But man, yeah, it sucks. It sucks that they had to go out like that. But I mean, yeah, it was a very sad moment to watch. But yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm like multitasking. All right, got the picture up. But anyways, yeah, Lakers disappointing year. At least in terms of the playoffs and what went down in the playoffs. But I have been seeing a lot of Westbrook to the Lakers, and people have been like hating on that idea. But honestly, what people have to realize is the situation with the Lakers right now and given their competition, I feel like it's looking like anything helps. Like anything would help them, especially a guy like Russell Westbrook. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe Westbrook is a lot worse than I think he is. But I still see him as a superstar player, a guy who averages a triple-double every year and brings that intensity. And from what other players talk about him like he's a great teammate and all this stuff. I just can't really see him hurting the Lakers. Besides, yeah, I guess his shooting, but I feel like people forget about like Rondo, who's not the best shooter. Then again, he might be a better shooter, or at least maybe he might be better at shooting or hitting like wide open threes than Westbrook. But still, I feel like what Westbrook can offer as a playmaker, and especially like, I don't know, for people who actually watch the Lakers this year, like I was trying to talk to one of my friends about this one time. He wasn't listening to me because he didn't watch the Lakers like I did. But it was low key just like LeBron was like pretty much just doing everything for him, I guess. It was almost like yeah, it's like as soon as he got off the floor, they were like, you know, like, well, you saw him, man. They just weren't it. They just were not they just sucked. But then we have LeBron on the floor. He creates shots for other people, and they just were not they just sucked. All right, sorry, I'm trying to multitask. What's up, Mateo? As a third option, he'd be good. That's what I'm saying. That's what people don't realize. But then again, it would take Westbrook sacrificing his numbers and whatever, and but I feel like Westbrook is such a competitive guy and whatever, and this might be his last chance to really be be on, like a championship level roster and actually like be in the position to be in the position to compete for a ring. I think he'll be willing to make a sacrifice. Then again, I was thinking last year, like I don't know what's up with Westbrook and his play style or what it is, but it just seems like he can't really seem to succeed playing with other superstars. But I don't know, man. I still have a little bit of hope. That's why I want to see him on the Lakers. I feel like what he can offer with his playmaking, like I was saying before, the Lakers offense does a lot of like it relies a lot upon LeBron to help them offensively, either with creating shots or creating shots for himself. When he's off the floor, like I was saying, I had a discussion with my friend. I feel like the Lakers offense was almost like at times it was completely LeBron, especially when they don't have Anthony Davis. It's actually mainly when they didn't have Anthony Davis. They're going through that stretch without him. It was like at times they only really had LeBron. Montrez didn't have the best season this year. I know he is the reigning, or last year, or this season was the reigning um sixth man of the year. I mean, this year now it's Jordan Clarkson, but he didn't have. Actually, his season was okay. Just like I don't know what was going on with the Lakers, man. But yeah, it was like the one dude they could depend on offense, like every night was LeBron. I feel like having Westbrook would, bring another playmaker who can create shots for other people and also get a bucket himself. But yeah, there is the thing about he's not a very consistent shooter. That could hurt the Lakers considering the reason why they were doing so bad was they could not hit anything. And people were thinking, no, we got to get, more shooters. But things they do have shooters, just that their shooters weren't, I don't know, hitting anything. I don't know. That's kind of like it's kind of like the Jazz, like with the Lakers, like they live or die by the three. But the main difference between the Lakers and the Jazz is that the Lakers can at least do other stuff as well, like fairly well, considering they have like LeBron and AD who are both good mid-range shooters and create and two of the best, players in the NBA in terms of being able to create their own shots and get a bucket by themselves, whether that be in isolation or high post action, low post action. But yeah. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is Westbrook to the Lakers wouldn't be that bad. I think it's worth the shot for the Lakers if they want to do that. I definitely think it's worth the shot. But yeah, what do you guys think about Westbrook to the Lakers? I think I'm for it, man. But we also got some other people. We got DeRozan. I think DeRozan, it's worth the shot. I think anybody's really worth the shot at this point. Because like I said, you're gonna have to face the Nets and all those people. Like, because DeRozan killed the Wolves this season, man. Every single time. Actually, I don't know if it was every single time. And he was low key getting bailed by the rest when we played him. But at the same time, he was killing us. He was killing us this season. Kyle Lowry would be great on any team. Facts. But yeah, DeRozan, he's worth the shot. He's also not the best 3-point shooter though. But in terms of like being a third option, I think he could be great. Kyle Lowry, definitely. I'll tell you right. Kyle Lowry would be pretty awesome on the Lakers, and he's actually has a consistent 3-point shot, I feel like, as well. And he can play make. I think Kyle Lowry would be the best case scenario, or like Chris Paul. But I don't see Chris Paul leaving the Suns. I see Chris Paul running it back or something, probably. I'd be really lame if he just left. I won't even lie. But hey, we'll see. I do think Kyle Lowry would probably be the best. Westbrook is definitely worth the shot, and maybe even DeRozan. And Buddy Hield, I don't know. I just don't really see the point. Is Lowry Hall of Fame? Is Kyle Lowry Hall of Fame? I don't know. I don't think so. Is Chauncey Billups Hall of Fame? Is Cornbread? What's that dude? Cedric Maxwell Hall of Fame? If those dudes are, then Kyle Lowry might too. I don't know. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Buddy Hield. No. Oh yeah. Dude, I don't know what's up with the Lakers and just like trying to bring in more like B tier sharpshooters, kind of like I don't know. It's like they brought in Ben McLemore, Wesley Matthews. Who else did they bring in? Like guys who are like sharpshooters, but not like that great at sharpshooters. Like not like they're not like Klay Thompson's like S tier sharpshooter. They're bringing like these guys who are like pretty good, but like pretty inconsistent at the same time. And I don't know why they're trying to bring it. I guess Buddy Hield would be cool, but like I guess it depends what they're giving up. I guess they're trying to give up Kuzma. I might low key keep Kuzma. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. Low key, Darren Fox to the Lakers would be sick, and they could still have some young future, you know. But I don't think the Kings are that stupid where they give up Darren Fox for like, you know, all-star caliber guard and Darren Fox for you know, Kuz and like probably like THT and like a second round pick or something. But hey, you never know. You never know. But for the Lakers, they obviously got to make some changes this offseason. If they just run it back, like even at their best, I don't think like they're not going to be able to compete with the Nets, or at least not beat them in a best of 7 series. They might. I could definitely see a 6-game series with both teams at full strength. I'm talking about their current rosters. Oh, isn't Spencer Dinwiddie a free agent? Okay, Spencer Dinwiddie. Oh, Spencer Dinwiddie to the Lakers would be cool. But if he stays with the Nets, that's just gonna help them even more. Like, I don't even know, man. But I need some water. But I think I'm pretty much done talking for now. But yeah, Lakers definitely got to make some changes. We'll see what happens. If they don't make any moves, well, they better hope that LeBron becomes 2020 LeBron again. They better hope AD becomes 2020 AD. But also, yeah, the Nets, man. The Nets are probably going to take the chip next year. Let's be real. What the Heat do next year? That's a good question, Mattel. That's a good question. What will the Heat do next year? I mean, Tyler Hero, I'm pretty sure. I think Tyler Hero, people look to, I think Tyler Hero could still definitely be an all-star or something in the future. I think he still has that potential. But yeah, the whole Heat just had a very disappointing year, given injuries. They like barely like had to climb back into the playoffs, pretty low seeded. But anyone who actually had the Heat, I don't think I didn't have the Heat beating the Bucks, but people who did, like, come on now. You really think second round at best, in my opinion. Yeah, they run it back. Yeah. Yeah. But all I'm saying is, I don't know why people would think that the Heat. I don't know why people think the Heat would have been able to beat the Bucks, man. Like the Bucks got so much better this year, even though they weren't on top of the East anymore. Like Drew Holiday was a huge addition, and anyone who watched them could see that. And plus, the Heat got worse as well. They lost some guys, and also the injuries derailed them. But Jimmy Butler just was not. He was talking about being stupidly locked in. Posted the picture of him just like super jacked, you know, just suit like he was like. It was actually that picture looked scary looking, but and then he does all that, and then he does have the game, the shot that I think forced OT right in game 1, and then they lost, and then they got swept. And it's just like, really, JB, come on, man. Over it, yeah, he was so overrated. I don't know what was going on in the bubble. Okay, people talk about like the Lakers being bubble frauds, but I feel like the Lakers, like I feel like the outcome was kind of like that wasn't really crazy or anything. Like maybe under normal circumstances, maybe it's the Clippers. I don't know. But they had Doc Rivers. I think the Lakers still would have taken the ring. I think, but that he making the finals, I think under normal circumstances. Actually, maybe they do. Maybe they do, because Giannis still kind of have that problem with like running a half court offense. They didn't have Drew Holiday at the time, or PJ Tucker. I don't know. Actually, maybe even under normal circumstances. But the thing is, does Jimmy Butler play that insane? Okay, Jimmy Butler was on Michael Jordan, kind of like he was having like an insane kind of run there for a while. That he were at the team. Like Bam was playing like prime Dwight Howard. Actually, no, he wasn't, but he was going insane. Tyler Hero was playing like the next like Kobe or something. You got Jimmy Butler playing like he was Michael Jordan. And plus their depth was amazing. Declan Robinson was going crazy. This dude was like I swear, every single time he shot, it was either going in or it was like or it was like barely off, and the only reason it was barely off is because he was like getting completely smothered. But this dude was not missing. It was like that team was so good in the bubble. Actually, yeah, maybe the circumstances don't change if it wasn't for the bubble, but whatever. But yeah, what are the Heat doing next year? I think they're gonna have to run it back. I don't see a rebuild. Why would they? Still got Jimmy Butler. I said they just try to bring in a superstar. I would like to see Kawhi for the Heat. I think that would be a good destination for him. And plus I feel like they aren't as good though as they were in 2020. Kawhi back to the Raptors. I think Kawhi should. Hey, Doug Robinson. Um, man, what do they do? What should the Heat do? I think they just got to bring in a superstar free agent. That's really what they're missing. Because good as Jimmy Butler is, I don't think he's quite a superstar kind of guy. More like a S tier, A tier, like all star. You know, but he need that superstar guy that's gonna like put him over the top. And help him. And all the other guys aren't quite that good yet. Like Bam's really good, but he still needs to work on being able to create his own shot. Tyler Hero's still very young, so it needs he still has a lot of growing to do, obviously. What do the Heat do? Yeah, like I said, just got to bring in a superstar, hopefully Kawhi or something. Maybe even a guy just like maybe like an S tier kind of all star guy, like who's an S tier all star? Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell on the Heat. Jimmy Butler. I think what is an S tier all star even? Actually, maybe Jimmy Butler is an S tier all star. I don't know. But yeah, they could definitely use somebody to help them putting over the top, but we'll see. There's a lot of teams that need to do something. Bradley Beal. I don't know if Bradley Beal is what they're looking for. I was thinking, I think he wouldn't help, but he definitely would help him. But I don't know if he's the kind of guy that can help him beat like the Nets or the Bucks or the other top contenders of the Eastern Conference. No, actually, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. I'll be back in like a minute. But yeah, all right, I'm back. Bradley Beal, apparently he's supposed to demand a trade or something or request a trade around the NBA draft. I think Bradley Beal, I think the Wizards, they just got to rebuild because, like, they got rid of John Wall, who was their franchise guy for a while. They had Bradley Beal miss the playoffs. Brought in Westbrook, barely made the playoffs, and then just like didn't do anything in it. They also got demolished by Jason Tatum in that playing game. It's gonna be like one of the greatest games in like people won't really talk about. Actually, it wasn't even a good game. It's more just like Jason Tatum just crapped on the Wizards, and Bradley Beal was trying to lock him up. Just was not working. Sorry if you hear the running water in the background. But yeah, the Wizards just got to blow it up, man. Like, it's over. It's over. Bradley Beal's just getting older. Like, unless they can bring in somebody, like, I don't even know. Underrated. Who's underrated? Bradley Beal? Elaborate, Mateo Goat. But yeah, we just got to blow it up. They got to blow it up in I say send Westbrook to LA. Try to get some picks, some young guys. Just do like a Thunder kind of thing, Try to get young guys and picks and maybe some old veterans. And yeah, just try to rebuild a little bit. Maybe get like Imani Bates next year. I don't know. I doubt that happens, but yeah, I think just rebuild. I think that's like do a Pistons kind of thing. Even it's just time to blow it up. I don't really see the Wizards given their situation like Tatum game. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. That Jason Tatum game is going to be very underrated. A 50-point game to clinch the playoffs. Like, come on now against two superstars. Hey, I remember everyone before that game. I'm pretty sure you remember this 2 months ago. We're talking about it. Everyone's like, I think Westbrook's about to take over. He had that hot streak of triple doubles. Everyone's like, Westbrook's about to take over. He's about to have the best game, probably like a 40-point triple double. But Jason Tatum ended up taking over. I didn't see that coming. I thought I had the Wizards winning. And Jason Tatum came through. I mean, I'm pretty sure he had that 50-point game on like terrible percentages, but still. Yeah, he came through that game. With no Jaylen Brown. I mean, the whole Celtics team was doing pretty good, but yeah, Jason Tatum, man. That kid's special. Man, I'm like dehydrated. But man, he sucks over there for the Olympic team. Jaylen Brown, Bradley Beal. That's facts. That is facts. The thing is, I feel like people talking about this trade Bradley Beal for Bradley. I almost just said Jason Tatum. Beal for Jaylen Brown. People talking about like that trade. There's no point because I do think Bradley Beal. I do think Bradley Beal is a better scorer. Like for a while there when he was like hot in the beginning of the season, like in terms of scoring, he had like a hot streak and then he had like 60 points. By the way, in that 60-point game, he sold his team to get 60. Like he sold his team. Like it was close and then he sold. But Bradley Beal, he is probably better in terms of scoring, but Jaylen Brown's definitely better in terms of defense. Yeah, that'd be terrible. And it's just like there's no way a Bradley Beal Jaylen Brown trade would like improve the Celtics, and like I don't think that's really worth it. I think the Wizards win that trade because they get a younger player and they can just start rebuilding, But with Bradley Beal, it's kind of like the Celtics like don't really get better or anything. Brownie with Boston knees, plus who knows he could eventually be better than Beal. Yeah, you never know. He has a lot more time to develop. He's 3 years younger. Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, speaking of the Celtics, what do the Celtics do next year? They made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times. Once in Tatum's rookie year, miraculously. I mean, it was a weak East, but they make it, go against LeBron. We're literally a game, 1 win away from being in the finals, which would have been insane. And then they make it again last year. Jason Tatum lose to the Heat, but honestly, it's definitely excusable unless you're like a Boston fan because like the Heat were on such a crazy hot streak. Like it's totally reasonable. And plus, they already knocked off the best team in the East. And I don't think anyone really had the Celtics winning that, considering what the Heat were doing in that playoffs. Like they swept the Pacers, basically swept the Bucks. It was like raps. Jason Tatum was also pretty good in last year's playoffs. This year's playoffs went crazy, but Jaylen Brown was injured. I say best case scenario, Jaylen Brown not being injured. They still play the Nets. I could definitely see the Celtics stealing another game. But ultimately, they're going to fall to the Nets no matter what. Stay healthy, get defense and free agency. Yeah, I think best case, I think I don't even know what. I think they got Al Horford. They got some bigs. I think what they need now is a point guard, really. Like, I'm not talking Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker point guard. There's like a very specific kind of point guard they need. That is Russell Westbrook. No, I'm just joking. But maybe Maybe a Kyle Lowry kind of point guard. That could help him a lot. I don't know. They just kind of need like a point guard that's not as ball dominant and they can be like a spot up, probably, right? They can play off the ball and on the ball and, you know, obviously play defense. Kemba Walker isn't really a good defender, and he's not really that great of a consistent shooter. He's not really good as a third option. And honestly, I'm excited to see what Kemba does with the Thunder. I think he can be pretty good for him. And man, I feel like the Thunder, they're like almost a playoff team. They're like a playing team until they start just like resting people and had all the injuries. I can't even lie. They're low-key like unsuccessfully tanking right now. They're like the opposite of the Wolves. The Wolves just tank. They can't do anything but tank. Like, and they're not even trying to. It's like depressing. So yeah, just someone who's unselfish and probably a vet. Yeah, Kyle Lowry, or yeah, Kemba. I don't know what they're trying to do with Kemba. I think everyone kind of knew that wasn't a good idea. I don't know why they thought getting a Kyrie replacement was gonna help the Celtics. It's so good though. I don't even. And also, they traded Daniel Theis from Evan Fournier, man, who did just demolish Team USA, but still, man, come on, man. This is a long ass stream. I'll probably end it, maybe in like a few minutes or something, at the soonest. But yeah, there's a lot. I'm just talking off season stuff, I guess. Also, speaking of off season, the draft is coming up. What is today's date? It's like the 29th is the draft, I believe. 4 days till the draft. Yeah. When's the draft against the 29th? It's going to be on ABC. You know I'm watching that. I do think K's going to go number one, even though Jaylen Brown's saying he should go number one. That's what LaMelo said. Even though LaMelo was actually – he might have been right, actually. Maybe LaMelo should have gone number one, but I don't care. Like, I'm happy with Anthony Edwards. And I like don't regret us drafting Anthony Edwards. Like, so it's not like Steph Curry thing where it's like, dang it, why did we get Johnny Flynn? It's not like that. I can't believe we had the first pick and drafted Ant. He's also like one of the most underrated players and whatever. Sucks to Toronto be sick. Close to home. Pretty close to home. I mean, as close as you can get unless you was like Milwaukee. But yeah, sucks to Toronto. I'm pretty hyped for my boy Jalen Suggs. He's from St. Paul. He's from Minnesota, representing Minnesota, man. I think he's gonna be pretty great. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if Jalen Suggs would be an all-star guy or anything, but he hasn't even started his rookie year, but he'd be pretty cool. I think number one would probably be Cade. It'd be so funny if the Pistons. I watched this one dude named Motown Noah on YouTube, and he got a Cade Cunningham like Pistons shirt. It'd be so funny if the Pistons just traded their pick or something to like I heard the Rockets want it. What would the Rockets give up, like Kevin Porter Jr.? That'd be like terrible. But yeah, I got Cade going one. Imani. Why am I saying Imani Bates? Why am I even think about Imani Bates? That's not until next year. But second pick would probably be, unless I don't know, they just get lucky or whatever. What's even the draft order? But it's probably going to be. Oh my god, I forgot his name. What's his name again? 2021 NBA draft order. What is it? What's his name again? It's Oh my gosh, why did I forget his name? Yeah, Evan Mobley. Why did I forget Evan Mobley's name? But Evan Mobley's probably gonna go second to Houston. Bro, imagine Detroit takes Jalen Green, and then Houston gets Cade Cunningham. It's Evan Mobley. You got Houston, Cleveland, Toronto. Jalen Green to Cleveland, though they've been rebuilding. Oh no, I think Jalen Green might be better in Toronto. Then maybe would that be Suggs to Cleveland? I'm really just thinking top five guys. I don't even know who goes number 5 though. But there's only 4 guys I'm thinking about, and that is Cade Cunningham, Jalen Suggs, Jalen Green, and Evan Mobley. Even though Evan Mobley, I don't really care too much about. No offense, to Evan Mobley. Even though I know a lot of people in Minnesota were hoping we get the pick so we can get Evan Mobley and put Cat of Power. I think I'd rather go. I don't even know. I like you want a pick just to get Suggs or something, like, because, hometown hero. But we don't even need him. We don't need more guards. But we could go. Yeah, it's probably gonna go K Detroit 2, Houston, Evan Mobley and Christian Wood. Now that could work. Christian Wood could probably play back power. Cleveland could get Davion Mitchell could go 5. But yeah, this is tough. This is tough. I think after the second, no, I think even just after the first, I think everyone knows Cade Cunningham is going first. Maybe Jalen Green could somehow persuade the Pistons to draft him instead of over Cade. But it's probably gonna go. I mean, I'm hyped for Jalen Green. Like, I can't wait to see this guy play. He's like, he's pretty fun. He's pretty fun to watch. I don't know. I'm gonna be tuning into his season, of course. Yeah, I gotta end this quick. But in terms of the draft, yeah, man, I'm pretty excited to see what's gonna happen. I'll probably watch the whole lottery, and then I probably just won't really care that much. I don't even think Minnesota has a pick at all in the lottery or in the first round. Do we even have a second round pick? Do we even have a pick? We don't even have a pick. What is this, man? We don't even have a pick this whole draft. At least we got a Baltimore or whatever. DeAndre Baltimore. But yeah, Detroit, Houston, Cleveland, Toronto, Orlando, Oklahoma City looking to take a L. Man, we really could use that 7th pick. We really could have. Hope you're happy, Golden State. Even though they're probably going to trade it for like Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal to the Warriors confirmed. Bradley Beal to the Warriors confirmed, lads. Or who was it? Yeah, probably go for Beal for whatever reason. But yeah, sure. Beal to the Bay. But yeah, I think Golden State should trade that pick. I think that's. Not even saying that because I don't want them to have a future because I hate the Warriors. But yeah, I catch you later. I'm gonna end it soon, anyways. But for some parting words, I will say that the Warriors, if they want to contend right now, I guess it depends what they want to do. Do you, if you're the Warriors, try to get some youth on your team and just be like a good playoff team? Maybe get a ring, maybe contend for a ring. Or do you trade your pick? You're probably not going to get another high pick like that if you're going to start contending for the playoffs. So you're like, do you want some young talent on your team so that after this whole Curry era is over, then you can start to think about the next area, or next era immediately, Like, what if some teams that did that? Didn't the Spurs do that? We could do something like that. Maybe they bring their own version of Kawhi Leonard. Or do you trade the pick and try to get another piece to bring you back to the title contention? Like, get that title. I guess, I don't know. What do you think, Warriors fans? But I think that's going to wrap it up. We'll see what happens with the draft, see what happens with all this stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. I think only really like a couple people watch this stream, but hey, it's all good. It's been like 50 minutes. Catch you guys in the next one.